What's up, guys? It's Jay, more than After Kill, and I got another video for you today. And what I wanted to talk about is a video that somebody linked to me earlier, and I felt like I had to, let you guys know how I feel about this. All right. It's nothing bad. It's nothing like, oh my god, look, stop, the end of the fucking world is here. No, what happened was somebody linked me to another YouTuber. I think he's probably about like 16, 17 years old, and he's excited because he finally saved up enough of his YouTube money that he can go out and buy his first car. And you know what? I congratulate that. I congratulate him. Buying your first car yourself is a very big fucking deal in your life. And it's just something that's like really exciting, because when you're going out there and you're looking through the cars and you're looking to see exactly how much money that you have saved up for what you're looking for, it's it's really exciting. It's a very big deal in the kid's life when he gets to go out there and buy his first car. But he made the mistake that a lot of kids out there made. And I wanted to mention this to you guys. I don't give a fuck about mentioning this to him, because I don't know this kid from a fucking nutsack on the wall. So, you know what? Fuck him. I'm not going to give him advice. I'm not going to link him to fucking video. Let him go out there and spend his money fucking unwisely. But let me fucking go ahead and tell you guys a little bit of fucking advice on this, because I am a mechanic. I do flip cars. I buy cars, I fix them up, and I sell them. And I know cars inside and motherfucking out. Alright, so this kid bought a 2005 Mustang GT. Not a bad car, not a bad car for a kid, right? And I know what you're thinking. We're going to get into that in a few minutes, but alright. It's a 2005 Mustang GT. It's a 5-speed, and it's a V8. I think that one was a 4.8 mod motor from, left over from the previous years. So, he pays what I see on the windshield is $11,000, $11,500. You know, give or take fucking taxes when you go. And a lot of people don't remember that when you buy a car and you go and fucking take it to get it titled. Now you got to pay taxes on it. It doesn't matter fucking where you bought it from. If you bought it off the street, off somebody off the fucking corner, you're gonna be charged taxes for it. That's why when you're buying your first car and you're buying it off somebody that's not a dealership, always ask him, like, hey, you want to leave the price open on the title? I mean, I know it's fucked up to say, but if you jack that down a few $1,000s, you're going to end up saving a few $100s. That's a really good fucking tip. Now, I know everybody's like, oh, but you're falsifying documents. You're not really falsifying a document when you're saving yourself a couple bucks. When you're looking at it, it's a private sale, and the fucking government's taxing a private sale, so you might as well, give yourself a little bit of leeway to get that insurance, because insurance is expensive as a motherfucker. Now, I don't know where this kid lives. I'm pretty sure it's somewhere on the eastern seaboard, because the license plate said Massachusetts on it. So, insurance is very fucking expensive. I don't know if you guys know this, but when I was a kid, and my first car was the 85 Cutlass Supreme, which was funny because my mom ended up, I say quote unquote, she got it as a tip from a customer from where she worked at, but it's kind of bullshit, honestly. I think my mom fucked this guy for a car. I'm not gonna say it, but I already said it. I think my mom literally fucked a guy for a car. But that's not the topic of the commentary. Because if my mom wants to whore herself out for fucking cars, let her. It's her fucking vagina. I'm not going near it. I've already come out it. So, that fucking whatever she does with that shit is not my fucking business. So anyway, we're talking about a 16, 17-year-old kid saving up $10,000, $12,000 and buying a 2005 Mustang GT. Now, the only problem that I have with this is that when a kid's buying a car, he's obviously going to buy with blinders on it. It's cherry red, it's got the deep dark garnet metallic paint job on it that he wanted. Alright, and then he wanted it with the red leather interior. And it's very hard to find cars with red leather motherfucking interiors. So he did a good job and found a car that he want, even though it's a little bit priced, a little bit too high. I mean, honestly, this car has 120,000 miles on it. Now, I know what you guys are saying. Oh, it's a 2005, 120,000 miles on a fucking V8. It's not that bad. But when you look at it, it's not like the old 5.0 V8s where it's a fucking push rod cam and block fucking motor. it's a goddamn dual overhead cam 4.8 mod motor, which means the cams are outside of the head and it has a lot more moving parts. So when you're talking about 100,000 miles on a newer motor that's been made after, I guess, like, after the 5.0 has been dropped, I think that was like 95 was the switchover year. Not sure, don't quote me on that. I'm pretty sure 95 was the last of the 5.0s. Because then the Thunderbirds started having the 4.8s in them and everything like that. But anyway, we're not talking about the fucking 5. What I'm saying is that this fucking motor isn't made to last as long as these old fucking 5.0 motors that were back in the fucking 80s, 70s, fucking 60s, all that shit, man. And, you know, I congratulate the kid, but honestly, when you're buying your first car, this is what I really wanted to get into. You're not going to want to spend a lot of money on your first car. Because, I mean, you could be the most responsible kid in the world, but you're going to do some stupid fucking shit in your first car. I remember my first car, the first thing I did in my car, I remember saying, man, I am never going to smoke weed and drive in my car. Do you know what I did, like, the first fucking day I had my car? We took that shit and we cruised the blunt. And I almost drove that shit through the front of a goddamn fucking house a block and a half away from my grandpa's house. Because I was like, oh, my grandpa lives in like the this really, really windy roads where it's like everything is like a fucking maze. And it'll take you a half hour to get through there and get your way back out if you don't know where you're from or you don't know that area. You'll get lost. You really will because everything looks the same. So I was like, you know what, no cops ever go back there, really nice fucking area, let's go cruise a blunt back there. We were cruising and shit, really windy road just popped up out of nowhere, and I fucking popped the curb in my 85 Cutlass Supreme, and I'm sitting there on the person's front fucking lawn, and it happens. And I mean, honestly, you're gonna wreck your first car, you're gonna, you know, you're gonna break it. You're gonna try to do burnouts. You're gonna fucking, you know, take that shit out to a field one day. Like, we used to take fucking our cars out to a fucking, we called it the die-in, but it was actually, it was a baseball field that was, you know, run by little leagues and shit, and there was a hole in the fence back there that was big enough for a car. So we used to take my friend's fucking Dodge Omni. If you don't know what a Dodge Omni is, go look that shit up on Google. We used to take his Dodge Omni back there and just fucking do donuts and run the bases with the fucking car. I mean, you're gonna do some stupid shit. So, you know, in my opinion, buying a $12,000 car at 16 years old is a little bit extravagant. When you're buying a Mustang, honestly, he could have spent $2 or $3 grand and bought like a fucking, I guess like a 2001 with about the same miles and shit. And he could have got used to that car first before going ahead and fucking spending it on a really nice car, which is a 2005 Mustang. Which, not bad cars, they're not bad. They're, you know, they're a little bit iffy though, because they are the first of that generation. And when you're buying a car that's the first of a generation, there's always going to be problems. That's why they say, you know, never buy the first year model. You don't buy the fucking 97 Corvette. You don't buy the 98 Camaro Trans Am. You don't buy the fucking goddamn 83 fucking Camaro, shit like that. That's what I'm saying, is when you buy the first year of the car, there's always going to be some growing pains. There's always going to be some problems within that car. So that's why you always want to stay away from that and kind of, you know, like, yeah, I know it's a little bit cheaper because it's first year, shit like that. No, I honestly, I really, in my best opinion, if I could tell you anything, is if you're gonna buy a first car and you saved up a really decent amount of money, like even if you saved up like $2 to $3 grand, always look for half of the price of what you have. That way, when you ruin that car, you either have money to fix it or you have money to fucking buy another car. Because it is gonna happen. You're gonna do some stupid fucking shit. You're gonna fucking want to drive out there and fucking, let's go pick up girls, and you're fucking cruising by the bus stop. You're looking over at the bus stop because the girls are on the bus stop sitting there fucking looking at you, and you're not paying attention to the road. And you know what's gonna happen? You're gonna go right through a red light and somebody's gonna fucking T-bone you. You don't think it's gonna happen? It happened to me. I was looking at this bitch at the side of the road. I was cruising down and shit like that. This bitch comes out of nowhere and fucking hits me. while I'm going through the intersection. Like, it was my turn to go through the intersection, but had I kept my eyes on the road, had I been a more experienced driver, I would have been able to fucking anticipate that. I would have been able to look and see that this motherfucker is coming to take my fucking shit off, and they fucked up my baby's mom's neon. That was a really fun day, though, because I actually, like, that bitch clipped me. She kind of, like, went around my front end, came in, clipped the front end, and she went careening off into a fucking telephone pole. And I watched her careen off into a telephone pole, and I remember seeing the goddamn fucking airbag hit this bitch in the face, go, boof! And she was like, ah! I laughed my ass off. It was her fault. It's not my fault. She fucking hit me, fucking ended up, you know, pissing me off because she ruined my goddamn day. Because now I gotta go and fucking explain to my baby goddamn mama that I fucking got into an accident with her car when I'm not supposed to be driving her car because her dad fucking hates me because I knocked her the fuck up. So anyway, that's not the topic of the commentary. We've run out of time. I don't even know what kind of time limit I got, but we've gone on to 10 minutes on this goddamn commentary. But like I said, all you want to know is that when buying your first car, always spend half of what you got. Always make sure that you got enough for insurance, and don't buy something really fucking extravagant because you're gonna fucking ruin it. You're gonna not appreciate it, and you're not very experienced at driving, and it's gonna get wrecked. It's just an inevitability. And if it doesn't, it doesn't. But you know, you always want to make sure that you keep yourself in check a little bit, to make sure that you give yourself a little bit of leeway to expand into the future and buy what you really want, and just use your first car to get used to driving and being a safe individual, because you're not going to be a safe individual. You're not. It's just not going to happen. So my name's Jay, Morning After Kill. Make sure you guys are safe with your fucking licenses. I'm going to see you guys later.